mindset. Before answering this, I want you to understand a spiritual sadhak or a person who is wanting to be a truly happy, blissful, and prosperous person. Both are the same. The requirements are the same. So once this outset is clear, I want you to understand mindset you have in your life which is influenced or designed by the situations and your environments in life. Punjabi born in Punjab, a Keralite born in Kerala, an Andhra person born in Andhra will have a different mindset because of their various growing environments. So your mindset is already created by the environment around you and your experiences of life. Now you are asking me, what is the mindset for a spiritual sadhak or for a happy, prosperous person? The mindset is totally different because here first we have to understand one thing. When you go into a spiritual process or when you want progress in your life, first thing that you need is encouragement. Yes or no? You need some encouragement. You need some signs of encouragement, and then you start enjoying what you're doing, what you want to do also. And during that process, you will encounter, if you don't encounter any failure, then you will quickly lose interest in that. So you have to encounter a lot, you will encounter a lot of failures in that. But they must be not big enough that they should not look insurmountable, it's not possible. They should not be very small also. They should be challenges. And then as you go ahead, mounting those challenges, crossing them, slowly you feel that you are gaining mastery. And then you experience some joy in doing what you're doing. Yes? In the same fashion, all this is happening because we are all life. In spiritual sadhanas, they say most Raja Yoga or spiritual sadhanas are divided fundamentally as either you concentrate at your heart fundamentally or you concentrate at your forehead. The Kundalini Yoga, Raja Yoga, any form of yoga fundamentally concentrates, because some people say, when a very rudimentary, Bhagavan Gautama Buddha did this sadhana, he used to concentrate on fire, Trataka, on the fire. Or people used to concentrate on their breath, Vipassana, actually. But still, now if you see, if you are concentrating on your breath also, it slowly takes you to your heart. You are not your physical heart, you are something called as Anahata. The forehead is a very difficult sect. There are only two sects actually. And in the material world, there are only two paths. One, I know how to do it. I'm trained to do this and I do it and I figure out joy and prosperity out of what I'm trained to do. Second, I don't know how to do. I like to take the risk and I like to explore, go the uncharted way and find success. There are two kinds of people in the materialistic world: people who want to walk the uncharted way and people who want to go the safe, tested way. So, the mindset that and both people need challenges. Yes. So, in spirituality also, what really happens is you're stressed in your life or you're troubled or you feel that you have an urge to experience that inner excellence within you where you can effortlessly manifest efficiently abundance, growth, prosperity, happiness, health, bliss in your life. Spiritual awakening also is all that. If you can't manifest all this, spiritual awakening also you can't manifest. So, to do this, what really happens is there are only two ways in the Sanatana Dharma. One is through the heart and one is through the forehead. This forehead path is a very complex path. And the Anahata, the heart path, if you see, our heart chakra is also called as Anahata. It has 12 petals. Now, this everybody knows. But these 12 petals are formed because of 12 different ruffians or rowdies, problem creators, miscreants in your life. The 6 important miscreants. For modern understanding, I can say it as, put it as comfort, sex, and money. After this, we have this fear, anger. Are you understanding? So, these kind of, if I say, then modern people will relate. Sanatana Dharma said, Kama, Krodha, Moha, Mada, Matsara. And we fundamentally want to excel in life. We want to get things done. We want anything and everything that our mind flows towards. You see something, you like it, then you want it. And if you don't get it, you get terribly disappointed. After that, sometimes what happens is, if you want something, even if you don't get it, even if you are getting something else very good, your mind still feels that lack. Why? Because that is the true emotion, mixed emotion of this basic fundamental need for your lust. Lust is not just sex actually, but I'm sure most people will agree that comfort, sex, and money are the most important things. After that, fear. Are you understanding? Anger. And your personal likes or your greed are very important to you. You generally fall into that. These 6, along with your own personal pride, prejudice, and your false personality. So, Kama, Krodha, Moha, Mada, Matsara, 6, and the most important. And you have this problem creating factor called as your own personal pride, your personality, and your prejudice. Now, once these 9 are over, we have 3 more. They are not big miscreants, but this seriously has a problem. And that creates an enormous amount of positive and negative power within us, and that is your ability to create, maintain, and destroy your Sat-Chit-Aananda. And beyond that is your you. The Anahata Chakra has this divine place where that perfect existential reality stays. That is the reason why they say, from the nose, if you put a thread, 12 inches thread if you put, where that thread will end up in your trachea, near around that place, you find something called as Nachiketa Gufa. There you have this divine existential intelligence called your soul. And that forms around here, to the left. That soul is the you. But your problem is you have created a false identity with your awareness. This is me. I am called so and so name. But we misunderstand or misinform ourselves that I am so and so name. Yes or no? Now, why am I trying to tell you is, to be successful or to be materialistically successful, spiritually successful, actually there is no divide. Both are actually the same. How is a very big thing, but truly, if you are spiritually awakened, you will understand both are the same. Because winning the outside world and winning the inside world, winning the inside world needs the same level of focus of winning the outside world. Are you understanding? Both are two different worlds, but both need the same mindset. First, if you want to grow in your life, you must not be attracted to your own prejudice. You must not be attracted, because most people these days, for example, I want to become rich. Okay, when you become rich, what you will do? I will buy a big car, I will buy a big house. So you want to become rich because of the greed or because of the lust for the big house, big car. Most people who have really, really become rich, if you find them or if you observe them, then you will understand they have pure lust for manifesting their own excellence. They want to ensure that they can do. Why they want to do? Because they feel they can do it and they want to do it. And when they do it, money is a byproduct that comes. Are you understanding? And then they are not. For example, a man starts a business. He earns 10 crores. Most people, oh, I've got 10 crores. Now I will sit and relax. Your lid is complete. Some people, I want to earn a lot of money. So 100 crores, 1000 crores also won't satisfy them. Spirituality also requires the same level. When you are trying to do the sadhana, when you go to the Guru, especially in the Supramental Path, the Guru gives you something called as Pranapata, Shivapata, and Shaktipata. For example, if you have seen in our Supramental awakening, there is a meditation where we say, no negative thoughts, I am fulfilled, or Master's grace, even Atma, Rama. If you have observed, when you do this no negative thoughts meditation, first time you do it, and then if you sincerely do it, you open your eyes, you will be able to feel a very profound sense of stability and a sense of absolute positive experience where you cannot belittle yourself, you cannot think negative, and you will feel a very focused, positive, happy, blissful mind. But is that all? Is that sufficient to say that by doing that alone, will you be able to live a positive or a no negative life? No, 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 that is not possibility. What happens is when you go to the Guru first gives you the Shaktipata, Pranapata, and Shivapata. Through this, you experience a state of bliss. But even if it can happen through the strength building side or through bliss building side. Now, inability to think negative, inability to fall into that little voices that are coming in your head is one direction. But the ability to experience inner bliss and inner fulfillment is a positive side. So you have to remove the negative and then you have to add that positive awakening within your system. Is that okay? Is that enough? No. That is the reason why Sanatana Dharma says first the sadhak has to awaken his anahata. That is the reason why in the Master's Grace you will find this meditation, keyless door, that there will be a lot of things I will be telling you in English. But you don't have to understand them, I say. But I want you to understand. As I said, our Anahata Chakra, I am coming back to it. Your Anahata Chakra is made up of 12 petals. Why a chakra is made? You are fundamentally awareness, consciousness, awareness. Are you understanding? Identity. And this identity has fallen into time and space. So when you put force into a time and space perpendicular, two parallelly performing forces, the force spins. When two forces are perpendicularly acting on each other, am I clear with you? Then what happens? The inside force starts twisting. That is the reason why we have a chakra or we have this lotus, Anahata. This has 12 petals because we develop the fundamental. Everybody is having infinite potential. Where is it? Our own soul is our infinite potential. But why isn't it coming out? Why we are not able to express our infinite potential effortlessly? Because we have this 9 different miscreants and 3 specific qualities within us called as Kama, Krodha, Moha, Mada, Matsara, pride, prejudice, and false personality. And the 3 neutral friends, Sat-Chit-Aananda. Are you understanding what I'm trying to say? We have to, these miscreants, our own pride, our own distractions, our own, you want to do something good in your life. A person wants to grow in material comfort. What he is experiencing, a spiritual sadhak also experiences the same in a different way. Only to put it in a different light, yogis and maharshis try to create a different, like, material world and spiritual world. Inside or outside, both people fall for their lust. Both people fall for their greed. Both people fall for their egos, their prejudice, their pride, and their fear. So fundamentally, the Guru gives you the Shaktipata, Pranapata, and Shivapata. And this Pranapata, Shivapata, while we are giving, these 9 fundamental things, they are slowly reduced. How they are reduced? Sanatana Dharma says there is no way you can create a mind which is strong enough to understand or comprehend the highest consciousness within you. The mind cannot manifest infinite potential. A mind with a scarcity cannot manifest abundance. Are you understanding? A child who is studying cannot understand, a small child cannot comprehend life when he is trying to, when he is adult. So by being the lower, you cannot comprehend the higher. But if you are a matured, balanced adult, you can understand the difficulties that a child goes through. Yes or no? In the same fashion, the mind cannot raise up to the higher has to come down to the lower. So the Guru gives you this Pranapata, Shivapata, and Shaktipata. And as I said, there are 12 petals. In between, there is a cave temple, Nachiketa Gufa. In Greek mythology, they say, cave temple. But in our Sanatana Dharma, it is called as Nachiketa Gufa. Now here in this, you have your infinite potential, that existential intelligence, which is giving the power to all your intelligences. And Sanatana Dharma insists your greed, your lust, your comfort, your money, conscious, everything is powered by that infinite potential only, provided you want that to channel. Sanatana Dharma says a fear person or a person with a lot of courage, both are drawing power to be what they are from the same source. That is what even modern science has discovered, that adrenaline is the reason for fight and flight. Are you understanding what I'm trying to say? You are having difficult, most people, if you observe, they are creating, why my life is like that, why things happen again and again to me, why is it becoming continuously difficult for me, they say. A spiritual, I'm trying to answer this question holistically so that I want you to understand. So it will be a little long, but I want you to understand this. So when you understand the power to overcome your algorithm in your mind to be a scarcity person or to an abundant person, the rich gets richer, poor gets poorer. The rich can never get poor. Even the rich, when they lose money, also live rich. And the poor gets poorer, and no matter how much money they make, it is not sufficient for them. So they say it is not the money, it is not the external world, it is the internal algorithm that your mind has to tune to. And how can this happen? That is the reason why, example, if you do this Master's Grace meditation, then you will experience a keyless door meditation. The cave temple has a door. And what are these doors made up of? These ruffians or miscreants in us, the lust, the anger, the fear, the passion for comfort, money, sex. Are you understanding? All this. Now, when you go to the door and say open, it needs a key. And the key power within you What is the key to unravel the infinite potential within you? The infinite potential itself is the key for infinite potential. Are you understanding? You can't have the key for higher in the lower. Yes or no? So, what is the key for infinite potential? Infinite potential is the key for infinite potential. That is the reason why it is a keyless door. You are trapped. You want to achieve something in your life. But to achieve that, you will have when you try to do something, you have an obstacle. When you try to do in a different way, you have a different obstacle coming up. When you try to do different thing in different way, you will have a different obstacle coming up. See, that is why people come up with various excuses in their lives, but all for same reason. Why is that so? Mind provides various blocks. Why is it able to create that? Through the infinite potential, it is able to create various blocks because it is in that algorithm to create blocks. How to create an abundance mind? How to create a spiritually awakened mind? Go back to the power within you, the infinite potential, and it has this keyless door because these problems that you are having, they cannot be overcome. So, keyless door, and then there is a universal keyless door. Are you understanding? And in that, you have to travel. When you open, you experience that Soham Hasaum consciousness. I am that infinite manifested as this. This manifested is the power of that which is manifesting me, that infinite potential. The I am consciousness within you is the power. A sadhak or a person who wants to grow into abundance, both have to do the same. If you really want to grow in your life financially, hold on to your talent. Do not get distracted by the glitters of life. Makes sense or no sense? Hold on to your talent. Again, your talent is not your skill. Your talent is ability to be. Yes or no? A person has a natural aptitude to go get it, to figure out things, to create, manifest, and to be strong in the event of obstacles. Now, that consciousness he has is more powerful. But if he is distracted by any availabilities in his life because of the growth that he or she is having, then don't you think distractions will kick in? There are many people, right, who progress in their life, achieve something, and then get distracted after that, end up there. Spirituality also the same. In spirituality, in material life, actually there is no difference. If you want to, if a spiritual sadhak really wants to grow in life, first Guru will give you that awakening and experience of I am consciousness. I am consciousness. Initially, he will help you to not have negative thoughts temporarily for 4 or 5 hours. And then he will help you to have a fulfilled mind. And then he will help you to have that experience of Atma Rama and that I am consciousness. Most people want quick fix solutions. In the days of artificial intelligence and machine learning, I want you to understand one thing. Existential intelligence is the only solution for all the problems in life. For rest, everything else, there is Google. There is artificial intelligence. Yes or no? I'm just joking. I want you to understand what I'm trying to say. So, the I am consciousness within you, the sadhak should hold on to that light of consciousness, that experience. And when he is living life and doing sadhana, after a few days, the mind creates. Earlier, when you do the sadhana, you will find no negative thoughts you do, and you find no negative thoughts. You'll only find positive. You'll feel. When you do I am fulfilled, you'll really feel fulfilled. After some days, something will happen in your life. And at that point in time, you will not feel that fulfilled. Even if you do that meditation, temporarily you will feel it, but you will not. That time, the mind is testing you. Are you really aligned? Your own consciousness is really testing. That is the reason why inside your cave temple, there is this Sat-Chit-Aananda. That your Chitragupta is there within you. You have to answer yourself, in the event of difficulty, do I choose to walk with my I am, or am I distracted by the difficulty? So the mindset a sadhak should develop is ability to always be aligned to that infinite potential which your guru aligns you to. In the event of difficulty, what happens is our greed. Why difficulty? We perceive difficulty as difficulty, but it is a trap laid out by our own comfort, sex, money, greed, fear. Are you understanding? It is our own thing. We want it. And we have our own prejudice. No, if I have it, then I will be happy. If I feel attracted, Guruji or life will say, now you do this. They will say, I'm not attracted towards that. Why? Because you know what? Your own prejudice stops you from getting that. Why? Because anybody who has taken a wrong decision mostly is convinced that it was the best decision of their life. Yes or no? People first convince themselves that this is the best decision of my life, and then they execute the decision, and then only realize that this was the bad decision. Yes or no? All most bad decisions were once a convinced perfect decisions. Yes, some good decisions are also convinced decisions. And sometimes you will find, I didn't believe that it will work for me. I somehow did it, but it worked, and I'm so very happy after that. Why? Because more than our profit, for more than our profit and growth and excellence in life, we live for our comfort and our prejudice. Our mind naturally gets attracted to the algorithm that it is already having. When I am born, you are born, you have a natural algorithm. I will tell you, we want this life to function as Google, but it functions mostly as social media, Facebook. What is the difference? I'll tell you. For everything, we want to ask why, what. So we want to go to the search engine and ask, why is this happening? And we want the answer. How is this happening? We want the answer. Am I clear with you? So we want life to function as a Google. It should always ask how and why. We should always ask, and it should answer. But it works as social media. You ask something, it will show you something else. And remember one thing, once you are into that, you see unnecessary so much feed which continuously distracts you. The society distracts you, and social media also creates ecosystems and echo chambers. For example, you like two political parties are there. You like one political party. Then what really happens is social media trains itself into such a fashion that only that political party related things are shown to you. YouTube, you search something, after that, those kind of videos keep coming to you. Yes or no? They create echo chambers, ecosystems. Your mind also creates an ecosystem where you keep saying, I want this in your childhood, in your scarcity mind. Or see, remember, what you don't want only you want have. Yes or no? What you don't have, you want. Whatever you feel I'm not having, you want that. And whatever you feel you don't have is something you don't have an algorithm for it to. If you feel I don't have money, I want money, then you are built into the algorithm of a scarcity mind. If you feel, oh, money is easy, money is not a problem, you are built into an algorithm of abundant mind. Spiritual awakening also, if you see, why am I talking spirituality? I'm not trying to confuse you, my dear. I want you to understand. If you have seen any great master of spirituality, most cases, why they or how they became spiritual, they also don't know. Example, take Ramana Maharshi, take Vivekananda, take any great spiritual master, they will tell you a story. I was sitting like this, I was doing like this, suddenly something happened, and then after that I started doing like. Are you understanding what I'm trying to say? Somebody, I was a peasant, I was living normal, I suddenly came to Hyderabad, somebody forced me to do the business, I did, and slowly, now I am a multi-billionaire. Something like that, you will rag to riches story. Nobody really imagined that they'll go there. Yes or no? But then somehow they found that strength to persist as they were struggling through the path. Spiritual success also. People, they say, I was a child, I was sitting like this, and suddenly I was awakened like that. Are you understanding what I'm trying to say? 99% of the cases. And a few people who pursue to be spiritual, pursue to be spiritual all their life, they actually never go there. Are you understanding what I'm trying to say? Why is that so? It is all about enlightenment. First, you enlighten yourself. If you see any spiritual master who is truly enlightened, they will tell you a story that they got enlightened and they kept on unraveling their own enlightenment. Yes or no? Ramana Maharshi, he got enlightened when he was a small child. Then why he was meditating more till he was bleeding? Because he was unraveling his own enlightenment. And then why he always wanted to go to that Virupaksha cave? Or why he wanted to interact with sadhak? He was living his life to unravel, manifest that inner excellence in life. Yes or no? Are you understanding? So for spirituality, for materialistic, for everything, the bent of mind is the same. Remember one thing. We live for our prejudice. We live for our pride. We live for our comfort. We live for our passions. We live for our fear. We live for our insecurities. We live for sex. We live for money. The day we start living for ourselves, the day we take more pride in ourselves, the day a mishappening in your life is not as much important as your own self. When you walk with yourself, for yourself, as yourself. Are you understanding? Sri Krishna, he said, Traigunyam Vishaya Veda. All this infinite knowledge that you have, it's all about the Trigunaatmika. Nistraigunya Bhavarjuna. We have to be in a state of that higher consciousness. Nistraigunya. What is the Nistraigunya? The know above the three qualities of life. The I am consciousness. I am. And what is above that is that existential reality. So what really happens is, the best mindset a sadhak should develop is not nurturing the passion, greed, fear, lust, and liking. For example, I want to grow spiritually, correct? And then what really happens is, we will decide, my favorite god is Tirupati Balaji, my favorite god is Rama, my favorite god is Lord Bhairava. And then we try to do sadhana and we convince ourselves we are moving spiritually. If there is Shiva consciousness, where is Krishna consciousness? If there is Krishna consciousness, where is Shiva consciousness? Traigunyam Vishaya Veda. You have to rise above it. Arjuna, are you understanding what I am trying to say? Dvandatita. We have to be beyond these likes and dislikes. We have to be beyond this likes and dislikes. Nitya Sattvasta. We have to be in a continuous absolute, not in Sattva. We have to be in a state of Suddha Sattva. There will be likes, there will be dislikes, there will be greed, there will be temptations, there will be pride. I want to do this my way. What is the right way I will do? It's not about my way. There will be, I want this also. And most people, I want this and that. You can't have this and that. If you're doing something, there is a way. Are you understanding what I'm trying to say? You have to raise yourself to a state of niryoga kshema, atmavana. You have to raise yourself to a state where you are not bothered about the result. Now again, when Bhagavad Gita said, don't bother about the result, people said, okay, we should not think, we should not aspire for things. That is not what Sanatana Dharma said. If you want to grow rich, don't grow rich for the car, for the house, for the comforts. Grow rich because you can do it, you can create value in the society. Be focused on the value you create. Be focused on the ability to create value. When you are more focused on the ability to create value, you will be creating value, and the value will have a consequence of abundance, car, house, whatever you want. But most people, the idea of richness is wrong. In the same fashion, the idea of spirituality is also wrong for people. The idea of spirituality is, I love Tirupati Balaji, I love Kala Bhairava, I love Ma Durga, I love this, I want to have this in my life, Guruji. I want to achieve this, Guruji. Ambition. I want it desperately, Guruji. I'm a spiritual sadhak, but I want that person, Guruji. I don't like this person, I want that only, because my mind is calling. Your buddhi karmanusarine. Your mind, your algorithm. See, a scarcity mind, if you will find this, a person who has some problem, he wants to do business. He will do one business, he will fail in that business, and he will restart some other business. In that also he will fail. And he said, why life is repeating over and over again? They complain. Yes or no? Things happen again and again. And sometimes people, they say, in our family, it happens for everybody. They say that, yes or no? Why is that so? Because as a spiritual sadhak or a person who wants to really have material excellence in your life, you need to know how to backtrack from your algorithms in mind and how to backtrack from your community mindset. And what is the personal mindset you need to develop? Dispassionate for everything else, but a passionate passion to experience your I amness, your Atma. Niryogakshema Atmavan. You have to be the self. You have to abide by the self. When you do the sadhana, this is not that easy. Guru will show the path, Guru will show you the bliss, Guru will also awaken that I am consciousness, which is already there within you. But the entire spiritual sadhana, I want you to understand, is all about holding that I amness. I am. Not a male, female name, form, attribute, quality, anything. I am. Your ability to hold on to that, and not to your prejudice, not to your pride, not to your comfort, not to your greed, not to your fear, not to your ambition, not to your lust, not to your money. Money is not just money in the notes, the objects around you. Your ability to hold on to the I am and to your own success is actually spiritual sadhana. That is the reason why when gurus give you Shaktipata, Pranapata, and Shivapata, you are actually sorted. But why isn't that enough? Because, see, it's not about you giving $1 million in the hand of a 1-year-old. You need to train that 1-year-old to handle that $1 million. Yes or no? And that is actually a long process. See, a father is a millionaire or a trillionaire. He has a child. The moment the child is born, generally, the father wants to give everything of him to the child. But do you think the child will get all that? No. For the next 25 years, he should train the child to utilize what all the father got to offer him in an efficient, effective way. It's a big challenge. So spiritual sadhana is not you trying to do some meditation or trying to do some sadhana. True spiritual sadhana is sadhak willingly, dispassionately distancing himself or herself from his own prejudice, pride, ambition, but doing life, living life in the best possible way. Are you understanding? If you observe any great sannyasi, so-called sannyasi, Swamiji, for example, the greatest, one of the greatest, so Ramana Maharshi, he had no possessions, nothing, he left everything. But do you think the kind of quantum, the work that he has done, spiritual work, he has moved many people's life? Yes or no? Many people's life. He has moved many people's life. For example, we hear stories about Steve Jobs or all these great people coming to Neem Karoli Baba or other Babas, and they have created a lot of impact. Have you seen any great Swamiji, for example, Vivekananda? Do you find him, useless? He created, lion-heartedness in at least millions. Yes or no? He inspired many people. Yes or no? The truth is, spirituality is not about leaving things. Spirituality is creating enormous value efficiently and effortlessly. And that is what material success is also. Efficiently, effortlessly, ability to do the larger business. You understand? See, for example, a guy who is running a small shop is also having 24 hours. And a guy running a huge empire is also having 24 hours. Same capability, same everything. This guy is able to maximize his efficiency so that he is having an empire, and people are not trying to develop their efficiency, so they are having the same shop. We see, so and so shop from 1987, from 1850 we are there, and they are there, and we have no branches also. So from 1850 you are running a shop and you don't even scale to a new branch. You sit there, generations together, you are in that shop. What's your algorithm? Stick to your greed. Stick to your fear that you lose. Yes or no? Stick to your prejudice. Most people, they say, I want you to, grow. I'm not able to get like-minded people. Why? Because you are prejudiced. You will not get like-minded teams. Even if you get, people will not support. For some people, they want to establish a multi-billion-dollar industry. They get all the favorable people. Yes or no? Spirituality, materialisticness, for everything. Are you holding on? No, spirituality is being very lucid in saying, I hold on to my I amness. Material success happens when you hold on to your true profit than to your personal petty distractions, agendas, greeds, and others. So, what is the mindset you need to develop for any success, be it spiritual, materialistic? The first success is the Guru gives you this experience of I amness. Are you holding on to that I amness, or are you leaving that I am and holding to your prejudice? Are you holding to that I amness, or running towards your fear, or towards your greed, towards your lust, towards your money, towards your comfort? What is that you are running towards? Identifying that and remove it with the help of the Guru. That is the reason why after Shaktipata, Pranapata, Shivapata, Guru again gives you more sadhanas so that you one by one handle this ruffian. That, when you say the Narayana, the Narayana is that one, infinite, that number. And, this comfort, the greed or this passion or this inner necessity to be comfortable. Are you understanding? This is the Mahamaya within us. Sanatana Dharma says this is represented by the number 9. In this Master's Grace, you will find me telling you so many things: 1 square, 2, 2 square, 3, or you will be golden circle established, full circle, all this. That's because for the Sanatana Dharma, the Veda Dharma, the Advaita Vedanta Dharma has given many things And that is the reason why we wear, for example, a Rudrakshamala 108 only, because each representing Tattva. For everything, there is a number system and there is a thing. The mathematics that we know is adding 1 plus 1. Are you understanding what I'm trying to say? But the Sanatana Dharma, mathematics is all about how to disassociate yourself from the Maya within you, the 9 within you, and make it 10. Are you understanding what I'm trying to say? Have you seen any truly enlightened master not living comfortably? Have you seen any enlightened master, living in grief? For example, Vivekananda, let us take. Or let us take Ramana Maharshi, enlightened, perfect, great master. Even when he was having a sarcoma disease and he was in pain, he was in a state of happiness, blissfulness, unwavering blissfulness. Now you will ask, can I be like that? Is it impossible? It is so easy. When you do the sadhana, the first pranapata, shivapata I give, the moment you feel bliss. But the main problem is you are not attracted towards that I amness. You are attracted to fulfill the desires and the orders of your own comfort, lust, and greed. And that is the reason why you are more stressed in life. Sanatana Dharma says you are not stressed because you are working hard. You are greater than your life. If you want, you can do all your works efficiently, effortlessly. Mankind has that power to manifest phenomenal, enormous capabilities that they can accomplish what all they have to do effortlessly. But when they lose their own infinite consciousness and succumb to the desires of limited perceptions. I'm not saying don't be limited with desires. You have to grow. If anybody spiritual, grows. Ramana Maharshi, he was leaving money and he was leaving his own dress and he was sitting naked. But then you know what? Even while he was sitting, also a huge ashram was built around him. Yes or no? There is no way an accomplished one can live in scarcity. So what is the mindset? The mindset you need to develop is to, by taking the help of Guru, ability to strongly distance yourself from your own prejudice, pride, comfort, greed, lust, and always be aligned to your I am consciousness. Go where your profit is, not where you are interested. God bless you.